Now for these questions, we need to add decimals with a different number of decimal places. So first, we have 6.1 plus 2.35. We can write this out as a column addition, but we need to be really careful to make sure that both numbers are written out with the decimal points lined up, because if the decimal points are lined up, then our ones, tenths and hundredths place value columns will be lined up as well. Now we have an empty square, so we can write zeros in empty squares, and that works because 6.10 is the same as 6.1. All the 0 tells us is that we don't have any hundredths in this number. The other thing that we need to remember to do is to copy the decimal point down into our answer, and I like to do that first so that I don't forget. Now with column addition, we work from right to left. So 0 plus 5 is 5, 1 plus 3 is 4, and 6 plus 2 is 8. So our answer is 8.45. Now we have 5.3 plus 1.95. So the numbers are written out with the decimal points lined up. We can write a 0 in this empty square, and we need to remember to copy the decimal point down into our answer. Now we add using column addition. So 0 plus 5 is 5, 3 plus 9 is 12, so 1, 2, and 1 plus 5 plus 1 is 7, so that gives us 7.25. Finally, we have 56.38 plus 24.7. So the numbers are written out with the decimal points lined up. We can write a 0 in this empty square and copy the decimal point down into our answer. Now 8 plus 0 is 8, 3 plus 7 is 10, so 1, 0, 1 plus 6 plus 4 is 11, so 1, 1, and 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8. That gives us our answer of 81.08. Now let's look back to this first question and think about what we did. We started with 6.1, so that's 6 ones and 1/10. To add 2.35, first we added the 5 hundredths, so we can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundredths place value counters. Then we added 3 tenths, and finally we added 2 ones. That gave us 8.45, so 8 ones, 4 tenths and 5 hundredths. Next we had 5.3, so 5 ones and 3 tenths, and we were adding 1.95. First of all, we added 5 hundredths, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundredths place value counters. Then we added 9 tenths, but adding 9 tenths meant that we had 12 tenths, so we exchanged 10 of those tenths for an extra whole and had 2 tenths in our answer. And we can see how this works. If we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we've added 9 tenths, and you'll notice that when we got 10 tenths, we exchanged those for 1 whole. So now we just add 1 more 1, and that gives us 7 ones, 2 tenths and 5 hundredths, so 7.25. Finally, we had 56.38, so 5 tens, 6 ones, 3 tenths and 8 hundredths, and we were adding 24.7. So we didn't need to add any hundredths, so kept the 8 hundredths in our answer. Then we moved on to the tenths column, and we needed to add 7 tenths. If we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tenths, now we have 10 tenths, but we can only have 1 digit in each place value, so we need to exchange those 10 tenths for 1 extra whole. Then we added 4 ones, so we can add 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, but now we have 11 ones, So we can exchange 10 of those 1s for 1 extra 10. And then finally, we just added 2 more 10s. That gave us 81.08 because we have 8 10s, 1 1, 0 tenths, and 8 hundredths. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that was helpful. If you're a teacher or a parent, then please subscribe or go to keystage2maths.com to download resources for this lesson and many more. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.